Data analysis is the process of examining large sets of data to uncover patterns, correlations, and insights that can inform decisions, basically turning raw data into useful information. The purpose of data analysis is to make sense of data and use it to solve problems, predict outcomes, and drive strategies. It is to provide answers to a question or to questions being asked at a program site or a research questions. For examples, scenario: a retail store analyzes sales data to improve inventory management. Steps: we collect the data, sales data, we clean the data and analyze purchasing trend, and then forecast demand. Based on this, we can now having the outcome, which is better stock management, which will lead to reduced overstock and improved sales. Setting analysis question. Analysis is looking at the data in light of the question you need to answer. How would you analyze data to determine the following question? Is my program meeting its objectives? Analysis: compare program targets and actual program performance, plan versus actual, to learn how far you are from target. Interpretation: why you have or have not achieved the target and what this means for your program. Even the greatest amount and best quality data mean nothing if not properly analyzed, and everything has to go back to the question. After working with the Japanese for 8 years in business planning, I learned a lot about starting my KPI setting, my objectives, and my question in this case based on a specific problem. They drive everything from an issue or an opportunity, they call it, to improve things from a continuous improvement viewpoint. So before we go and ask that question, we really have to understand what the problems are. Clearly identify the core issue or opportunity that need to be addressed. Then understand the impact of the problem on various aspects of the business. Is it significant? Ensure the problem is relevant to the organization's strategic goal and objective. It has to be. Involve stakeholders to gain different perspective and insight. You talk to people, you do interviews, and then after you analyze all the insights, then you have to break down complex problem into manageable components and then prioritize problems based on urgency and potential impact. In this case, you will say, okay, well, I have many problems. This is my top three, and these are the questions for the top three, and this is where I'm going to spend my time doing the analysis, including, of course, data analysis as a start. So after we define the problems or a problem, then we have to formulate an effective question or questions to ensure that we are focused on obtaining actionable insight and solving the defined problem or problems. Consider the data available and analysis method required, and then refine the questions if needed to align to the strategy. Test questions for clarity and relevance with the stakeholders. Am I on the right path? Do you think that if we have this question solved, then we will be in good shape to make a decision? Adjust questions based on initial finding and feedback if needed.